Now, Pakistan and Afghanistan's border tensions have now spilled on to the question of water. The Taliban government is now planning to speed up the construction of dams on the Kunar River. And this decision could potentially lead to restricting water to neighbouring Pakistan, further putting pressure on the already strained ties. The Afghan Ministry of Water and Energy has said that the Taliban leader Haibatullah Akhundzada had instructed the ministry to begin construction of dams on the Kunar River as soon as possible. In his post, Taliban's acting water minister Abdul Latif Mansoor said that Afghans have the right to manage their own water and that construction would be led by domestic firms rather than foreign ones. Now, Afghanistan's decision follows India's decision about water sharing with Pakistan. India has kept the Indus Waters Treaty in abeyance after the Pahalgam terror attack in April this year. The 480-kilometer-long Kunar River originates in the Hindu Kush mountains of northeastern Afghanistan and it flows south, crossing into Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The river is known as the Chitral River in Pakistan and it re-enters Afghanistan where it joins the Kabul River near the city of Jalalabad. The Kabul River then joins the Indus near Attock. The Kabul and the Kunar rivers are crucial for the irrigation and other water needs of Pakistan. And experts say that a reduction in the water flow of the Kunar River would have a cascading effect on the Indus. Thereby, it would hit Punjab as well. The move to speed up construction of the dams by the Taliban-led government follows the deadly clashes with Pakistan over several weeks, and these clashes took place along the Durand Line, the de facto border which Kabul calls to be illegitimate. Now, Pakistan and Afghanistan have no formal bilateral water-sharing agreements in place. Islamabad has already raised alarm over the Taliban prioritizing Afghanistan's water sovereignty. All right, now joining us on the broadcast from New Delhi, we've got Dr. Vail Awad, who is a senior journalist and also an investigative correspondent who has covered wars extensively in Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Kashmir and West Asia. Dr. Awad, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on WION. And let me in fact start off by asking you this. In the backdrop of the tensions between Afghanistan and Pakistan, this announcement and this decision by the Taliban government that it is going to quicken up the process of building dams on the Kunar River, which also flows into Pakistan subsequently. How do you see this development?
And then, it's not. We should not see it an exception between Afghanistan and Pakistan, because water wars is the next war in any countries. If you take it from Ethiopia and Egypt, Sudan, or with it India and Pakistan, or now Afghanistan and Pakistan. And Afghanistan not only control the water, it's also of Pakistan. It also control water from the Central Asian state, which is Afghanistan is very much in need. However, the timing of this is very crucial. Yes, I agree with you, because this is the time when the tension at peak between the two neighbors, and Afghanistan will definitely go fully in implementing the building of the dams. Because it said there is no bilateral treaty on any sharing water with Pakistan. B, because it's also think that it can put extra pressure on Pakistan government to demarcate again the Durand line between the two countries, which has never been accepted by Afghanistan. I think these are all will raise the tension between the two neighbors more than finding any cordial sort of a solution to the problem existing between them.
Interesting. Now, the Taliban has effectively been a creation of the Pakistani deep state and the ISI. But the relations between Pakistan and the Taliban have frayed ever since the Taliban managed to capture power in Kabul. The question that I want to ask you is this. Considering the bitterness that has emerged between the Taliban and Pakistan, how do you see the equation between the two nations going forward? Is Durand Line going to become a point of contention? Or are we just going to see these repeated skirmishes between Pakistan and Afghanistan over and over again in the coming days?
Well, let me put it for you straight also here. Actually, it's not the Taliban which have raised this problem. Any government in Afghanistan never recognized the line of Durand Line between the two countries. However, that's, as I said, yes, the Taliban might have been the backbone of Pakistan, which have worked hard on them during the first time of the Taliban, during the jihadist culture in Afghanistan, during the invasion of the occupation of the USSR of Afghanistan. But the fact of the matter remains that Afghani themselves consider themselves as the country existed even before Pakistan come to existence. So therefore, I think that the ball is in the Pakistan court if they wanted to sort out their problem with the Afghani, because now with the border skirmish and also because of the Taliban, Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, which get the support and the sympathy from Taliban Afghanistan, that also will create some sort of resentment within the Pakistan administration. And I think that will be needing intervention of regional intervention to prevent further escalation if Pakistan and Afghanistan are willing to find a cordial solution to their crisis.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Dr. Vailawat, for joining us with that perspective there.
Thank you.